Hello and welcome to my masterclass on drop servicing. My name is Dre Black and I'll be your instructor today. Let's go ahead and dive right in and let's get started. So many of you may ask, what is drop servicing? Drop servicing is a top business model for 2020 where you will rebrand other freelancers' services. However, you will market the services at a higher price than what you're paying for them. The difference between the two price points is the profit that you make. Drop servicing is also called service arbitrage. Arbitrage comes from a range of different financial markets, and it basically means selling something but buying it at the same time somewhere else for a cheaper price. Many of you may know some different sites that you can arbitrage on already, some such as Fiverr or Upwork if you've been watching YouTube already. Many questions that people may ask is, what's the difference between drop servicing and drop shipping? Drop servicing is also called service arbitrage, which I explained in the last slide, but if many of you missed it, it comes from the range of different financial markets and basically means selling something and buying it at the same time and selling it somewhere else at a cheaper price. Drop shipping is almost the same, but instead of the services, you actually have actual products. You sell products from your website, but the actual product is stored somewhere else. And then when the buyer buys the product, you ship it to their destination using other websites like AliExpress. So the main difference between drop servicing and drop shipping is one is selling a digital product and one is selling a physical product. Here I have a diagram explaining exactly how the drop servicing model works. In the middle represents you. The right corner represents the freelancer or the supplier, the person who you'll be getting your services from, and businesses who need the services, or your customers, which is in the left-hand corner. So let's say you have $20, you go to a freelancer, and you want to buy a service, let's say SEO, and you want to put it on your website. You create a website to sell the service. Once the buyer or your customer comes to your website to buy the SEO service, what you do is go to your freelancer or your supplier to buy that same service for $20. When a customer comes to you to buy the product, you're selling it to them at an upcharge. Let's say you sell it to them at $100. When you go buy the supply from the supplier for $20, you profit the $80 in between. Some of you, if you want to take a couple seconds just to look at the diagram, if I might explain it a little confusing, this diagram is a perfect example of exactly how the drop service business works. So let's get started building your drop service agency. One tip I have for you guys with drop servicing is fairly new and it's very profitable business to get started in. The business model completely unsaturated right now, and it's the right time to get started, especially during the pandemic that we're going through. Let's get you started in your first online business. Okay. Some of you may ask, what services do you have to offer, or what services are good to start with offering? You can drop service virtually any service, and I mean all you're doing is selling the service for more than what you purchased it. That means you can do this with almost any service. Common services that you can start at drop servicing businesses with is graphic design, web design and development, writing, and SEO services. Those are the top services that I recommend getting started with and that are the most profitable. One tip is try to go for evergreen services, meaning services that are year-round and virtually every business needs them. Okay, let's get started with this bonus. I will always recommend drop servicing, a service that helps a business grow and profit more. If you are drop servicing these services, then you have a higher chance of keeping the client on a monthly basis. For example, SEO services or social media marketing services, if it helps them grow their business and returns positive ROI for them, then we'll keep buying it and you'll keep signing them onto monthly contracts. Meaning, if you're selling a service and it's helping your client or your customer get money and it's helping them get more in their investment, it's the right service to be offering. Where do you find your services to drop service? Some of you may ask. You can find these services on Fiverr or Upwork. Fiverr is the first stop for many drop service agencies, but Upwork freelancers are also good, but they charge per hour, which makes it a lot more confusing. But how do we pick a service that we want to use for drop servicing business? I recommend that you collect some ideas of services that you have some knowledge about, and also it's a little bit easier to sell something if you have knowledge around it. Meaning, try to sell something that you have knowledge on. Try to sell services that you dabble in a little bit. If you dabble in a little social media marketing, try to offer social media marketing services. If you dabble in making websites, offer website services. The bonus for this is do not use Fiverr for SEO services. They will do more harm than good for your clients. And if you want to use SEO services, use Upwork or a site called Legit. I don't recommend using Fiverr because it is low cost, which means you might get low cost results. And then for SEO, I will offer something more professional. What do you need to start a drop service business? First of all, you will need either a funnel or a website where you offer services and sell them. This is really important to our drop service business, as without it, we won't be able to sell our services. We will be talking about your options in the next step. Other things that you'll need for drop service business includes payment processors, keyword research, and traffic.